Hello, coin collectors and history buffs. Welcome back to our US Rare Coins Hub, where we dive into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're turning our attention to a coin you might have passed by countless times without a second thought: the United States of America. Top 1: 1972, commonly known as the 1972 nickel. This seemingly ordinary coin holds an extraordinary place in numismatic history. But what makes this nickel so special? Why does it capture the attention of collectors, historians, and enthusiasts alike? Stick with me as we explore the fascinating details of this coin, from its origins to its surprising value today. Let's begin with the historical context of the 1972 nickel. The 1970s were a time of great change in the United States. The country was facing a wide range of social, political, and economic challenges. The Vietnam War was still fresh in people's minds, and there was a significant shift in the culture as the country transitioned into the modern era. In the midst of this societal change, the U.S. Mint was doing what it had always done, producing coins for daily circulation. The 1972 5-cent coin was no different in its general purpose, but its place in history became much more significant as time went on. To fully appreciate the story of this coin, it's essential to understand its design, which has a rich history all on its own. On the obverse side of the 1972 nickel, we find the image of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and one of the Founding Fathers. The design, which was first used on the 5-cent coin in 1938, was created by artist Felix Schlag. Jefferson's likeness is captured in profile, and the coin features the inscription Liberty and the date 1972, with the word "In God We Trust" beneath Jefferson's image. The reverse side of the coin is where the true artistry shines through. It depicts Monticello, Jefferson's famous estate in Virginia. The depiction of Monticello on the reverse side was created by Schlag, and it beautifully captures the neoclassical architecture of the building. For many years, this reverse design remained unchanged, making it a symbol of American heritage and a reminder of the nation's past. But while the coin's design is undeniably beautiful, it is the minting process and the subtle variations that make the 1972 5-cent coin particularly interesting. The U.S. Mint, which is responsible for producing the nation's coins, struck the 1972 nickel at two main facilities, the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. The coins from these two mints are differentiated by the mint mark. Coins struck in Philadelphia are marked with a P mint mark, while those produced in Denver have a D mint mark. While these mint marks may seem like a small detail, they play a crucial role in the coin's rarity and value. The production of the 1972 nickel wasn't without its challenges. Like many coins produced during this time, the nickel experienced a variety of errors in the minting process. These errors can range from minor flaws to more significant issues that result in coins being struck incorrectly. In some cases, these errors have led to the creation of varieties that are especially rare and valuable to collectors. Some 1972 nickels are particularly prized for their unique errors. These include issues like double strikes, overpolishing of the die, and misalignments. Such minting defects can make certain versions of the 1972 nickel worth far more than their face value. While these coins may appear to be simple mistakes, they are highly sought after by collectors, who are always looking for that perfect, rare find to add to their collection. Now, let's talk about what really drives the value of the 1972 5-cent coin. It's a combination of rarity, condition, and demand. As with any collectible item, the rarer a coin is, the more valuable it becomes. And when it comes to the 1972 nickel, certain errors, along with coins in high grades of condition, can command a premium. Coins in excellent condition, those that are virtually uncirculated, are especially prized. While most 1972 nickels can be found in circulation and are worth only 5 cents, a coin that has been well preserved or shows signs of rare minting errors can be worth a significant amount of money. Some of the rarest and most error-prone 1972 nickels have been known to sell for prices that can reach thousands of dollars, but here's the real twist. While many 1972 nickels are valuable due to their errors or rarity, there's one version of the coin that has stood out in the numismatic world for its jaw-dropping value. In recent years, a 1972 5-cent coin, struck with a specific minting error and in excellent condition, has been sold for a staggering $48,000. You might be thinking, how can a nickel, a coin that's worth just 5 cents, fetch such a high price? The answer lies in its rarity and the specific conditions of the coin. Coins with significant minting errors, particularly those that have been preserved in exceptional condition, can skyrocket in value. The error on this particular 1972 nickel is so rare that it has become one of the most coveted coins among collectors. The $48,000 price tag may seem unbelievable, but it's a testament to the incredible world of coin collecting, where rare items can fetch prices that many people wouldn't expect. It's also a reminder that value in the world of numismatics is not always determined by face value but by the unique story behind the coin, its rarity, and the history it represents. Finding a coin like the 1972 nickel worth $48,000 is certainly a rare occurrence, but that doesn't mean you should dismiss the 1972 nickels you come across in your change. While most won't come close to fetching this high a price, it's always worth keeping an eye out for those rare varieties, minting errors, and coins in excellent condition. Who knows? You could be holding the next big discovery in your hands. The 1972 5-cent coin is a prime example of how a seemingly ordinary item can become a valuable treasure. It embodies the fascinating world of coin collecting, where history, artistry, and rarity collide to create something truly extraordinary. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the world of numismatics, the 1972 nickel is a coin worth learning about, appreciating, and perhaps even seeking out for yourself. So, the next time you're going through your pocket change, take a moment to examine your coins closely. You just might find a gem, whether it's a 1972 nickel or another rare and valuable coin waiting to be discovered. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the history and value of the 1972 5-cent coin. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories from the world of rare coins and collectibles. Until next time, keep hunting for those hidden treasures. Top 2 1990 United States 5-cent coin, or as it's commonly known, the 1990 nickel. It's more than just a coin, it's a piece of American history, and in some cases, a valuable collectible worth thousands of dollars. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the fascinating world of the 1990 5-cent coin. We'll explore its origins, its design, the minting process, the collector appeal, and most importantly, its surprising value. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone with an interest in American numismatics, this coin story is one you won't want to miss. To begin, let's set the stage. The year is 1990. And the United States is at a crossroads in many ways. The country was in the midst of the Cold War's final years, with global tensions simmering down and the rise of new technologies shaping the future. The 1990s marked the end of the 20th century and the dawn of a new era. Yet, amid all the change, the U.S. Mint continued its work of producing coins for everyday use. One of the most iconic of these coins, the 5-cent piece, continued to circulate in American pockets, stores, and banks. The 1990 nickel carries a special significance, as it was part of the ongoing series that featured the image of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, his home in Virginia, on the reverse. The design itself was not new, it had been in place since 1938, created by artist Felix Schlag. Jefferson's portrait was based on the famous Rembrandt Peale painting of the president, capturing his dignified features in a style that reflected the era in which he lived. The reverse of the coin, showing Monticello, was also designed by Schlag and depicted Jefferson's home with stunning accuracy and detail. These two images, one of a revered founding father and the other of his architectural legacy, have become inseparable from the American nickel. However, while the design remained largely unchanged for many years, the minting of the 1990 nickel wasn't entirely free of complications. This year saw the continuation of coin production at both the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint, with each facility producing a large quantity of nickels to meet the needs of the American public. The coins produced at these two mints were marked with distinct mint marks, P4 Philadelphia and D4 Denver. The difference between these mint marks might seem minor to some, but in the world of coin collecting, it's a crucial detail that can determine the rarity and value of a coin. What's particularly fascinating about the 1990 nickel is that, while the design and minting process were consistent with previous years, the coin would soon become part of a growing movement in the coin collecting world. As the demand for rare and unique coins surged in the 1980s and 1990s, the market for modern coins, including the 1990 nickel, began to take off. But what truly set the 1990 nickel apart were a few subtle variations and rare errors in the minting process that would elevate it in the eyes of collectors. Coins produced by the U.S. Mint are typically struck using a die, which is a metal stamp that imprints the design onto the coin. Over time, these dies can wear down, and in some cases, the process can result in slight misalignments or imperfections. The 1990 nickel was not immune to these imperfections. Minting errors, such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks, were not uncommon during this time period, and some 1990 nickels were struck with these rare mistakes. In the world of coin collecting, a coin with a minting error is often far more valuable than one that was produced flawlessly. One of the most sought-after variations of the 1990 nickel is the one with a die crack, a condition in which a crack forms in the die that strikes the coin. This crack can create unique markings on the surface of the coin, making it stand out from the rest. Coins with such die cracks or other subtle errors, such as off-center strikes, have become highly desirable among collectors, and some of these 1990 nickels are fetching impressive prices in the market. But the collector appeal of the 1990 nickel doesn't end with minting errors. Condition plays a significant role in the value of any coin, and the 1990 nickel is no exception. Coins that have been well preserved over the years, free of heavy wear and tear, are considered to be in higher grades and are much more valuable. When it comes to the 1990 nickel, coins that have been kept in excellent condition, particularly those that have been graded as uncirculated or proof coins, are worth significantly more than their counterparts. For those unfamiliar with coin grading, it's a system used to assess a coin's quality based on its appearance and condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin tends to be. A well-preserved, high-grade 1990 nickel can be a highly coveted addition to any collection. And now, for the big reveal, the value of the 1995-cent coin. While most 1990 nickels can still be found in circulation and are worth their face value of 5 cents, certain varieties of the coin have reached staggering prices at auctions. A 1990 nickel in exceptional condition or one with rare minting errors has been known to sell for as much as $47,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $47,000 for a nickel that was originally worth just 5 cents. This price is a reflection of the rarity of the coin, the demand among collectors, and the sheer uniqueness of the coin's condition or error. But how can a coin worth only 5 cents skyrocket to such a high value? It's all about rarity and condition. As we mentioned earlier, coins with minting errors are rare, and finding a 1990 nickel in near-perfect condition is even rarer. When a collector or investor comes across one of these gems, they're willing to pay a premium for it. The 1990 nickel's exceptional value is also driven by the broader interest in modern coins and the growing enthusiasm among collectors for unique and rare pieces. So, what does this mean for you, the viewer? Well, if you happen to come across a 1990 nickel in your pocket change, don't be too quick to dismiss it. While most of them are worth only 5 cents, it's always worth examining the coin closely. If you find one with a die crack, double strike, or other minting error, or if it's in excellent condition, you may have just discovered a hidden treasure. The 1995-cent coin is a perfect example of how a seemingly ordinary object can hold extraordinary value. It's a reminder that in the world of coin collecting, rarity, condition, and the story behind each coin can turn a simple piece of currency into something truly remarkable. So, the next time you reach into your pocket or wallet, take a moment to check your coins. Who knows? You might be holding a 1990 nickel that's worth far more than you ever expected. Thank you for joining me on this fascinating journey into the world of the 1995-cent coin. I hope you've enjoyed learning about the history, design, minting process, and impressive value of this extraordinary coin. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories from the world of numismatics. Until next time, happy coin hunting! Top 3 1996 United States 5-cent coin, or the 1996 nickel, is all about. This seemingly unassuming coin, which was circulated alongside millions of others, has a fascinating history and is now the subject of intense interest among collectors, historians, and enthusiasts. In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into the world of the 1996 5-cent coin. We'll explore the historical context in which it was minted, break down its design, look at the minting process, and discuss why collectors are so enamored with this particular coin. We'll also explore the incredible value of certain 1,996 nickels coins that have now reached impressive prices in the market. Stay with me until the end, and we'll reveal just how much one of these coins could be worth today. Let's start with the historical backdrop of the 1996 nickel. The mid-1990s was a time of great change in the United States. The country was experiencing an era of economic prosperity, technological innovation, and cultural shifts. The 1990s were a pivotal decade, with the rise of the internet and the dot-com boom, the end of the Cold War, and a growing sense of global interconnectedness. During this time, the U.S. Mint continued its job of producing currency for the country, including the 5-cent coin. The 1996 nickel, like its predecessors, was minted to meet the needs of the American public as it went about its daily business. At the time, the design of the 5-cent coin had remained relatively unchanged for nearly 6 decades. The obverse, or front of the coin, featured the iconic image of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, which had been in use since 1938. This portrait of Jefferson was based on a famous painting by Rembrandt. Peale, and artist Felix Schlag's work captured the president's dignified features in a classic style that had become synonymous with the 5-cent piece. On the reverse, the coin displayed Monticello, Jefferson's plantation home in Virginia, which had been designed by Schlag and was featured on the nickel from its inception. Monticello's neoclassical architecture was depicted in fine detail, showcasing Jefferson's legacy as a visionary and an architect. This reverse design remained constant throughout much of the 20th century, making it a lasting symbol of American heritage. However, even though the 1996 nickel featured a design that was decades old, it still holds a special place in numismatic history. This is because, during this time, the coin was produced in the midst of a transitional period for the U.S. Mint, as new techniques and processes were being introduced to improve efficiency and accuracy in coin production. The 1996 nickel was minted during this period, meaning that some coins from this year contain subtle variations that make them valuable to collectors. The 1996 nickel was struck at 2 of the U.S. Mint's facilities, Philadelphia and Denver. These 2 mints were responsible for producing the bulk of the nation's 5-cent coins, and as with other years, the coins produced at these mints are marked with mint marks, P for Philadelphia and D for Denver. For most coins, this mint mark might not seem like a big deal, but to coin collectors, it can make all the difference. Depending on the mint mark, some 1996 nickels are rarer and therefore more valuable than others. While the basic design of the coin remained the same, the minting process in 1996 did produce a few subtle variations, some of which are highly prized by collectors. One of the most interesting aspects of this coin is that it was produced during a period when errors in the minting process were not uncommon. Minting errors can take many forms, from double strikes to off-center strikes, and even subtle imperfections in the die used to strike the coin. These errors may seem like mistakes, but in the world of coin collecting, they can turn a relatively ordinary coin into a highly valuable rarity. A particularly important aspect of the 1996 nickel is that certain varieties of the coin, especially those with specific minting errors, are worth far more than their face value. Errors such as double strikes or off-center strikes can make a coin much more desirable, and as a result, some 1996 nickels with these features have attracted significant attention from collectors and investors alike. In addition to the minting errors, the condition of the coin also plays a crucial role in determining its value. A coin in pristine condition, one that has been carefully preserved and remains free from wear and damage, is worth far more than one that has been circulated. Coins in high grades, such as those that are uncirculated or have been graded as proof, can be particularly valuable. Coin grading is a system that assigns a numerical grade to a coin based on its condition, with 70 being the highest possible grade. A high-grade 1996 nickel is considered to be a rare find and is highly sought after by collectors. Now, let's address the question on everyone's mind: how much is the 1996 5-cent coin worth today? While most 1996 nickels are still in circulation and worth their face value of 5 cents, some of the rarer coins, especially those with minting errors or in exceptional condition, can command much higher prices. Some of these coins have sold for prices as high as $45,000, a jaw-dropping amount for a coin that originally had a value of just 5 cents, but why such a high value for a 1996 nickel? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and collector demand. Coins that have minting errors or are in near-perfect condition are considered to be rare and desirable, and as a result, collectors are willing to pay a premium for them. The combination of these factors, along with the coin's historical significance, has helped drive up the value of certain 1996 nickels to impressive heights. So, how can you tell if you found one of these rare, high-value 1996 nickels? It's all about paying attention to the details. Look closely at the coin for any minting errors, such as double strikes or off-center strikes. Also, check the condition of the coin. If it's in excellent condition, with little to no wear or damage, it may be worth far more than you think. And, of course, always look for the mint mark to determine whether the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint or the Denver Mint. As we wrap up, it's clear that the 1996 5-cent coin is more than just a simple piece of currency. It's a reminder of America's history, a piece of art, and, for some lucky collectors, a valuable treasure. Whether it's the coin's design, its minting errors, or its condition, the 1996 nickel has earned its place in the world of numismatics. So, the next time you come across a 1996 nickel, take a moment to examine it closely. You never know what hidden treasure might be waiting in your pocket change. Whether it's a coin with a rare error or one in exceptional condition, you could be holding a piece of history and a potential investment worth thousands of dollars. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of the 1996 5-cent coin. I hope you've enjoyed learning about the history, design, and value of this fascinating coin. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more stories about rare coins and the fascinating world of numismatics. Until next time, happy coin hunting! Top 4 1987 United States 5-cent coin, often overlooked in the rush of modern coins, is one with its own intriguing story, and it could even be worth thousands of dollars. Welcome to the fascinating world of the 1987 nickel, a seemingly humble coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the history, design, and minting process of the 1987 5-cent coin, exploring how this coin fits into the broader historical context of the United States during the 1980s. We'll uncover the intriguing details about its design and production, and why collectors consider certain 1987 nickels a hidden gem in the world of numismatics. And, of course, we'll unveil the incredible value that some 1987 nickels have achieved, revealing just how much they're worth today. Let's first set the scene. The year is 1987. The United States is enjoying a period of economic growth. The Cold War is still ongoing, but the political landscape is shifting with increasing global interconnectivity. On the domestic front, the nation is grappling with issues ranging from technological change to the ongoing debate over the role of government in the economy. Amid all this, everyday Americans are going about their lives, spending and saving their hard-earned nickels, dimes, and quarters, coins that continue to bear the symbols of their country's legacy. The 1987 nickel continued the long-standing tradition of the 5-cent coin that had been in circulation since the 1930s. The design remained consistent with what had been used for decades: Thomas Jefferson's portrait on the obverse and Monticello, his beloved home in Virginia, on the reverse. The design, created by artist Felix Schlag, had been used since 1938 and would remain unchanged for many years to come. It's a design that evokes the early days of the American Republic, capturing the dignity of a founding father and the architectural beauty of his home. Jefferson's portrait on the 1987 nickel was based on the famous Rembrandt Peale painting of the third president, an image that has become iconic in American numismatics. The fine details of Jefferson's face, along with his signature hairstyle, were captured on the coin, offering a sense of both respect and reverence for this pivotal figure in U.S. history. On the reverse of the coin, Monticello is depicted with its neoclassical design, a fitting tribute to Jefferson's legacy as both a president and an architect. The intricate details on Monticello, including its columns and symmetry, make this reverse design one of the most recognizable in American coinage. However, even though the basic design remained the same in 1987, several factors make the 1987 nickel distinct. For one, the minting process during the 1980s was undergoing some significant improvements in efficiency. The U.S. Mint was introducing modern technologies to streamline the production process, which led to more precise strikes and, in some cases, unique variations in the coins produced. Coins are struck using a die, a metal stamp that presses the coin's design into the blank metal, creating the image that you see on the coin. Over time, dies can become worn, and imperfections can creep into the process. Sometimes, these imperfections lead to unusual variations in the coins. For example, minor issues like off-center strikes, double strikes, or die cracks can make certain coins far more valuable than those that were struck perfectly. These variations, which might seem like mistakes to the untrained eye, are actually the kinds of features that collectors and numismatists seek out. When we talk about the 1987 nickel, it's crucial to recognize that some of these slight imperfections are what have led to its rise in value. Minting errors are often highly sought after by collectors, who will pay a premium for coins that have these unique characteristics. The 1987 nickel, with its subtle variations, has gained a reputation for holding these rarities. Coins with particular flaws or imperfections have been known to fetch much higher prices than those with no errors, sometimes going for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Aside from minting errors, another factor that influences the value of the 1987 nickel is its condition. As is true with all coins, the better the condition, the higher the value. The grading system used by coin collectors and dealers assesses a coin's condition based on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. An uncirculated coin, one that has never been used in daily transactions, is worth significantly more than a coin that has been heavily circulated and shows signs of wear. When you find a 1987 nickel in mint condition, one that has been well preserved over the years, it has the potential to fetch a premium price. Coin collectors use several factors to determine the grade of a coin, including the presence of scratches, wear, and the overall quality of the strike. Coins that have sharp details, no visible wear, and no scratches are considered to be in the highest grades. As with any coin, finding a 1987 nickel in such exceptional condition is a rare find, which makes it an even more valuable item for collectors. Now, let's get to the most exciting part, the value of the 1987 nickel. While the vast majority of these coins are still circulating and are worth only 5 cents, some rare examples have reached impressive values in the marketplace. Depending on the condition of the coin, as well as any minting errors it might possess, some 1987 nickels have been known to sell for as much as $46,000. Yes, you read that right, $46,000 for a nickel that was once worth just 5 cents. How can this be? The answer lies in rarity and condition. When a 1987 nickel is struck with an unusual flaw or error, such as a double strike, off-center strike, or die crack, and is found in exceptional condition, it becomes a highly coveted item for collectors. The rarity of these coins, coupled with the demand from collectors who are eager to add them to their collections, drives up the price. So, if you happen to come across a 1987 nickel in your pocket change, don't dismiss it just yet. While most of them may not be worth more than their face value, it's always worth taking a closer look. If you spot a rare minting error, or if the coin is in pristine, uncirculated condition, you could be holding a hidden treasure worth thousands of dollars. Collectors and investors are always on the lookout for coins that are not only rare but also hold historical significance. The 1987 nickel, with its long-standing design and subtle imperfections, represents a unique opportunity for collectors to own a piece of U.S. history, one that could prove to be a valuable investment for the future. In the world of numismatics, it's often the most unexpected coins that turn out to be the most valuable. The 1987 nickel is a prime example of how a coin, seemingly ordinary at first glance, can possess qualities that make it a rare and desirable item. Its value today is a testament to the fascinating world of coin collecting, where rarity, condition, and historical significance can turn a simple piece of currency into a coveted treasure. So, the next time you're sorting through your change, take a moment to examine your 1987 nickels. You might just be holding onto something far more valuable than you thought. And who knows? You could have discovered the next big find in the world of coin collecting. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the world of the 1987 5-cent coin. I hope you've enjoyed learning about its history, design, minting process, and remarkable value. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more stories about rare coins and the exciting world of numismatics. Until next time, happy coin hunting! Top 5 1994 United States 5-cent coin, commonly known as the 1994 nickel. At first glance, it might appear to be like any other nickel, a coin that has traveled through countless transactions, but it holds a history, design, and allure that has captured the attention of coin collectors, investors, and numismatists alike. In this video, we're going to explore the captivating world of the 1994 5-cent coin. We'll uncover its historical background, dive into the design details, investigate its minting process, and examine the factors that make some of these coins so valuable today. By the end of this video, you'll not only have a deeper appreciation for this seemingly simple coin but also discover the incredible value that some rare 1994 nickels have achieved, revealing just how much these coins can be worth in the market today. Let's begin with the historical context. The year 1994 was a turning point in both the United States and the world. Politically, the country was under the leadership of President Bill Clinton, who had recently taken office. The 1990s were a time of change and growth, with advancements in technology, global communications, and the economy. The dot-com boom was just beginning, and the country was preparing for what would later become the digital age. But amid all these significant changes, everyday life in the U.S. continued with familiar routines, including the daily handling of coins, small yet essential items in the fabric of daily transactions. In 1994, the U.S. Mint continued its tradition of producing 5-cent coins featuring the same iconic design that had been in place since 1938. The obverse of the coin featured the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, while the reverse depicted Monticello, his Virginia plantation home. These two elements, Jefferson's image and the architectural beauty of Monticello, had been immortalized on the 5-cent coin for decades and would continue to do so for many years to come. Jefferson's portrait, created by artist Felix Schlag, was based on a famous painting by Rembrandt Peale. This image of Jefferson, who played a crucial role in shaping the early years of the United States, has become one of the most enduring symbols of American heritage. The portrait shows Jefferson with a dignified expression, evoking his intellectual strength and visionary leadership. The reverse of the coin features an image of Monticello, Jefferson's plantation home, which is depicted in fine detail. Monticello's neoclassical architecture reflects Jefferson's background as an architect, and the design on the coin highlights the building's symmetrical beauty. Monticello, with its distinctive dome and columns, has become a symbol of American ideals, representing both Jefferson's personal legacy and the nation's early roots. While the design of the 1994 nickel remained largely unchanged, there were subtle differences in the minting process that contributed to the uniqueness of certain coins. The U.S. Mint was undergoing significant improvements in technology and production methods during the 1990s. These advancements allowed for more precise coin strikes and increased efficiency in the minting process. As a result, The 1994 nickel is one of the many coins produced during this period when the mint introduced new methods to enhance the accuracy and quality of each coin struck. The minting of the 1994 nickel took place at two of the U.S. Mint's primary facilities, Philadelphia and Denver. Each mint produced millions of these coins, and the mint mark on the coin, either a P4 Philadelphia or a D4 Denver, serves as a key identifier for collectors. The mint mark provides valuable information about the origin of the coin and can play a role in its rarity and value, particularly if the mint mark is associated with a lower mintage of coins or a specific variation. While most of the 1994 nickels were produced to meet the needs of everyday circulation, some of these coins contain subtle variations and minting errors that make them highly desirable to collectors. Minting errors can include things like off-center strikes, double strikes, die cracks, and other imperfections that occur during the coin's production. These errors, often seen as defects by the untrained eye, can actually add significant value to the coin, especially when the errors are rare or particularly striking. For example, a 1994 nickel with a double strike where the coin was struck more than once during the minting process can be worth much more than a standard nickel. Similarly, coins with off-center strikes, where the image on the coin is misaligned, or die cracks, where the die used to strike the coin has a visible crack, are also highly sought after by collectors. These minting errors, while uncommon, contribute to the rarity of the 1994 nickel, making it a coin that stands out in the world of numismatics. But minting errors are not the only factor that influences the value of the 1994 nickel. The condition of the coin is equally important. As with all coins, the better the condition, the higher the value. Coins that are well preserved and show minimal signs of wear are considered to be in higher grades, and these coins are much more valuable than those that have been heavily circulated. The process of grading coins is done by professional services, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, which evaluate the coin's condition based on a scale from 1 to 70. A coin that is graded 70 is considered to be in perfect condition, with no visible wear, scratches, or blemishes. Coins that are graded in the 60s or above are considered to be in excellent condition and are valued accordingly. In terms of value, a standard 1994 nickel is still worth just 5 cents its face value. However, certain rare varieties in coins in exceptional condition have fetched impressive sums on the numismatic market. Some 1994 nickels, particularly those with minting errors or in high grades, have sold for prices as high as $44,000. Yes, a coin that was originally worth just 5 cents could be worth thousands of dollars today, depending on its rarity and condition. So, what makes these 1994 nickels so valuable? It's the combination of rarity, collector demand, and the unique features of the coin that make it stand out. Coins that have errors, such as double strikes or off-center strikes, are highly prized because they represent a flaw in the minting process, a flaw that adds to the coin's story and makes it one of a kind. Similarly, coins that have been preserved in excellent condition are considered rare finds, as they represent the coin in its original, uncirculated state. In conclusion, the 1994 5-cent coin is much more than just a piece of currency. It's a testament to American history, a work of art, and a potential treasure for collectors. Whether it's a coin with a rare minting error or one that has been preserved in pristine condition, the 1994 nickel has earned its place in the world of numismatics as a valuable and coveted item. So, the next time you come across a 1994 nickel, take a moment to examine it closely. It might just be worth more than you think. Whether it's a rare error, a high-grade coin, or simply one that has withstood the test of time, you could be holding a coin that has the potential to be worth thousands of dollars. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the world of the 1994 5-cent coin. I hope you've enjoyed learning about its history, design, minting process, and the incredible value it can hold. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more stories about rare coins and the fascinating world of numismatics. Until next time, happy coin hunting! Top 6 2000 United States 5-cent coin, often overlooked and casually spent, carries a story that is rich with meaning, historical context, and surprisingly, considerable value for the right collector. While it might seem like just another nickel, this seemingly humble coin could be worth thousands of dollars if it's a rare variety. The story of the 2000 nickel is one that spans decades of tradition, intricate minting processes, and fascinating collector interest. By the end of this video, you'll not only have a deeper understanding of the 2005-cent coin but also be amazed by its impressive value in today's market. The year 2000 marked the turn of the century, a time of great change, anticipation, and uncertainty. The world was preparing for the Y2K bug, the digital age was rapidly advancing, and there was a sense of hope and optimism for the new millennium. The United States was experiencing economic prosperity during this time, and President Bill Clinton was in office, overseeing the final years of the 1990s economic boom. As the country moved into the 21st century, the U.S. Mint continued to produce its everyday currency, including the 5-cent coin that is commonly known as the nickel. In 2000, the design of the 5-cent coin remained largely unchanged from its original concept. Since 1938, the nickel had featured the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse side, and an image of Monticello, his Virginia estate, on the reverse. This design, created by artist Felix Schlag, had become a staple of American coinage, evoking both Jefferson's legacy and the architectural beauty of his home. For decades, this design had remained unchanged, making it one of the most iconic and enduring images in U.S. currency. However, the 2000 nickel was part of a special year in American coinage. The U.S. Mint had undertaken a series of changes to other coins in the late 1990s and early 2000s, including the introduction of the State Quarters series. The changes in the broader currency landscape led to a growing interest in coins like the 2000 nickel, which, although unchanged in design, had the potential for some interesting variations and minting errors that would make it particularly appealing to collectors. The obverse of the 2000 nickel still bore Jefferson's likeness, as designed by Felix Schlag. Jefferson's image on the coin is based on the famous Rembrandt Peale painting of the third president, which continues to be one of the most recognizable portraits in American numismatics. Jefferson, a brilliant thinker, architect, and founding father, represents the ideals of liberty and democracy that formed the foundation of the United States. His image on the nickel speaks to the nation's past while continuing to serve as a symbol of progress and innovation as the country entered the new millennium. On the reverse of the coin is Monticello, Jefferson's home, depicted in exquisite detail. The neoclassical structure represents Jefferson's architectural genius, and the engraving on the coin showcases the beauty and symmetry of the building. Monticello, with its iconic dome and columns, is not just a representation of Jefferson's personal residence but also a symbol of the democratic ideals he espoused. It is a perfect tribute to a president whose influence continues to shape the country even centuries after his death. Though the design of the 2000 nickel remained familiar, the coin itself was part of an evolving minting process. The U.S. Mint had undergone technological advancements over the years, and by the time the 2000 nickel was produced, coins were being struck with greater precision and efficiency. This technological shift led to more consistent and higher quality coins, but it also led to some subtle variations that collectors began to notice. In the case of the 2000 nickel, the coin was minted in large quantities, millions of them, in fact. It was made from a combination of copper and nickel, a standard alloy that had been used for many years. The coin was produced at the U.S. Mint's facilities in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, and each coin was stamped with a mint mark to indicate its place of origin. The mint marks are important identifiers for collectors, as coins from different mints may have slight variations or differences in quality that impact their value. One of the most significant factors that can affect the value of a 2000 nickel is the presence of minting errors. Like other coins produced in large quantities, the 2000 nickel was not immune to mistakes during the minting process. These minting errors can include things like off-center strikes, double strikes, die cracks, and other imperfections that can make the coin unique. These errors, which might seem like flaws to the untrained eye, are often exactly what collectors are looking for, as they make the coin rarer and more valuable. For example, a 2000 nickel with a double strike, where the coin was struck more than once, can be worth significantly more than a standard nickel. Similarly, an off-center strike where the image on the coin is misaligned can increase the coin's value due to its rarity. Die cracks, which occur when the metal dies used to strike the coins develop cracks or other imperfections, can also make certain 2000 nickels particularly desirable to collectors. These types of errors are not common and often occur by chance, making them highly sought after when they are discovered. Another important factor in determining the value of a 2000 nickel is its condition. Just like any other coin, the better the condition, the higher the value. Coins that have been well preserved, especially those that have never been in circulation and show no signs of wear, are more valuable than those that have been used extensively. The grading process, which assigns a numerical value to a coin based on its condition, plays a crucial role in determining how much a coin is worth. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin is, and coins that are graded in the 60s or above are considered to be in excellent condition and fetch higher prices. When it comes to the 2000 nickel, the key to finding a coin with substantial value lies in looking for rare minting errors or finding coins that are in exceptional condition. While most 2000 nickels are still worth just 5 cents, certain examples of the coin have been known to fetch impressive prices on the secondary market. Depending on the rarity of the minting error and the coin's condition, some 2000 nickels have been sold for as much as $43,000, far more than their original face value. The story behind the value of these rare 2000 nickels is a testament to the fascinating world of numismatics. It highlights how seemingly ordinary coins can become extraordinary treasures due to unique characteristics like minting errors, production variations, and exceptional preservation. It also shows how collector interest and market demand can turn a simple piece of currency into a sought-after item with impressive worth. So, if you happen to find a 2000 nickel in your pocket change, it's worth taking a closer look. While most of the coins you come across will be worth just 5 cents, there's always a chance that you might discover a rare variety with a minting error, or a well-preserved example that could be worth far more. In the world of coin collecting, rarity, condition, and unique features are what drive the market, and the 2000 nickel is a prime example of how even the most seemingly unremarkable coins can carry incredible value. In conclusion, the 2005 cent coin is a fascinating piece of U.S. history. From its enduring design, featuring Thomas Jefferson and Monticello, to its subtle variations and minting errors, the 2000 nickel is more than just a simple coin. It's a treasure waiting to be discovered, and for collectors, it represents a valuable and intriguing part of American numismatic history. So, next time you reach for your change, take a moment to examine your 2000 nickels carefully. You might just have a rare gem in your pocket, one that could be worth thousands of dollars. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the world of the 2005 cent coin. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more stories about rare coins and the captivating world of numismatics. Until next time, happy coin hunting! Top 7 2001 United States 5 cent coin, or nickel, might seem like any other nickel that you've seen or used, but there's a story beneath its surface that reveals its true value, a story that spans history, design, minting intricacies, and collector demand. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating journey of the 2001 nickel, from its creation to its hidden worth, and we'll uncover how this simple coin became a sought-after collector's item, fetching prices as high as $42,000. Let's step back for a moment to the year 2001, a pivotal time in the United States and the world. The country was navigating through the early years of the new millennium. On the global stage, events like the rapid advancement of technology and the beginning of the War on Terror were unfolding. Meanwhile, in the U.S., the economy was coming off the heels of the late 1990s tech boom, which had changed the way people worked, communicated, and interacted with the world. The country was embracing new technologies, while still holding on to many traditional values, and that balance between the old and the new was something that would be reflected in the coins being produced during this time. When it comes to U.S. coinage in 2001, the design of the 5-cent piece, or nickel, remained consistent with the classic design that had been in place for decades. The design featured the profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, on the obverse side, while the reverse depicted Monticello, his Virginia plantation home. This enduring design, introduced in 1938, had stood the test of time and continued to appear on the nickel well into the 21st century, but let's take a closer look at what makes this seemingly simple nickel so intriguing. On the obverse, the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, as designed by artist Felix Schlag, is based on a famous portrait of Jefferson by Rembrandt Peale. This particular image of Jefferson has become one of the most iconic representations of the president. His dignified expression, his thoughtful gaze, and his timeless presence continue to speak to the ideals of American democracy and freedom. The reverse of the coin showcases Monticello, Jefferson's architectural masterpiece. Monticello is perhaps the most recognizable symbol of Jefferson's legacy, a beautiful home designed by the president himself. The design on the coin, once again crafted by Schlag, presents Monticello in fine detail, with its symmetrical layout and distinctive dome. The coin's reverse highlights the elegance of this neoclassical structure, which remains a symbol of Jefferson's vision for the country and his personal contributions to the nation's development. But while the design on the 2001 nickel was a continuation of a well-established tradition, there were several other factors that set this coin apart, especially when it comes to its minting process. The U.S. Mint, as it did with many coins produced in the late 1990s and early 2000s, was utilizing more advanced technology and techniques to ensure the precision and quality of each coin it struck. This allowed for more consistent results in terms of the strike and overall appearance of the coins. The 2001 nickel was produced at the U.S. Mint facilities in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, each mint producing millions of these coins to meet the demands of daily circulation. The production of the 2001 nickel, like most other coins, involved a combination of copper and nickel. This standard alloy had been used in U.S. 5-cent pieces for many years and was chosen for its durability, resistance to corrosion, and ease of production. The result was a coin that could withstand the rigors of circulation while maintaining its integrity over time. Despite the large number of 2001 nickels that were minted, not all of these coins were created equal. Just like any other coin, there were variations in the quality and appearance of the 2001 nickel that could influence its value. While most of the coins produced were meant for everyday transactions and quickly made their way into circulation, there were some rare and unique examples that stood out. Minting errors, for instance, can greatly enhance a coin's value. And as it turns out, the 2001 nickel is no exception. Minting errors, such as double strikes, off-center strikes, die cracks, or even coins with missing or partial details, can make a coin significantly more valuable to collectors. These errors, which may seem like flaws to the casual observer, actually tell a story of the coin's production, one that adds to its rarity and appeal. Coins with minting errors are highly sought after because they are often one of a kind, giving them a sense of uniqueness that makes them even more precious. For example, a 2001 nickel with a double strike, a coin that was struck more than once during the minting process, could be worth far more than a standard nickel. The error occurs when the coin is struck twice, either due to a misalignment of the dies or a malfunction during the minting process. This creates a unique design on the coin, often making it highly collectible and valuable. Similarly, a 2001 nickel with an off-center strike, where the image on the coin is misaligned, is another example of a coin that could command a premium price on the market. Die cracks are another common minting error that can add value to a coin. A die crack occurs when the metal die used to strike the coins develops a small crack or imperfection. This crack is then transferred to the coins during the striking process, creating a visible mark or line on the coin. For collectors, die cracks can add character and rarity to a coin, making them more desirable. Another crucial factor in determining the value of a 2001 nickel is its condition. As with all coins, the better the condition, the higher the value. Coins that are well preserved and show little to no wear are considered to be in higher grades, and these coins are worth far more than those that have been heavily circulated. Professional coin grading services, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, and the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, use a 1 to 70 scale to assign grades to coins based on their condition. Coins that are graded 60 or above are considered to be in excellent condition, and those in perfect, uncirculated condition are graded as high as 70. The 2001 nickel, though seemingly modest in design, has become a highly sought-after coin among collectors, particularly those who specialize in minting errors and rare varieties. While most 2001 nickels are still worth only 5 cents, there are examples of this coin that have been sold for incredible sums of money. The most valuable examples are those that feature rare minting errors or are in exceptional condition. Some 2001 nickels have been known to fetch prices as high as $42,000 at auctions, far beyond their original face value. This stunning value comes from the combination of rarity and demand. Coins with unique characteristics, such as errors in the minting process or those in pristine condition, are considered valuable not just for their age, but also for their uniqueness. The market for rare coins is driven by collectors who are constantly on the lookout for the next great find. When a coin like the 2001 nickel shows up with a rare feature or error, it becomes a prized possession, with the potential to fetch an impressive price. So, what does this mean for you? It means that the next time you find a 2001 nickel in your pocket change, you might want to take a closer look. It could be a rare error coin or a specimen in excellent condition, both of which have the potential to be worth thousands of dollars. Even though the 2001 nickel may appear to be a simple coin at first glance, it holds the possibility of becoming a valuable treasure, depending on its rarity and condition. In conclusion, the 2001 5-cent coin is a perfect example of how something as ordinary as a nickel can hold extraordinary value. With its timeless design, fascinating minting process, and potential for rare errors, the 2001 nickel is a reminder that coins, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, can carry immense worth. Whether it's a double strike, a die crack, or simply a coin that has been preserved in perfect condition, the 2001 nickel has the potential to become a collector's dream. So, next time you come across a 2001 nickel, remember that it might just be more valuable than you think. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of the 2001 5-cent coin. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting stories about rare coins and the fascinating world of numismatics. Until next time, happy coin hunting! Top 82002 United States 5-cent coin, despite its unassuming appearance, could be worth thousands of dollars. That's right, a nickel, valued at a mere 5 cents when it was minted, might be worth $42,000 if it's a rare variation. So, let's dive into the incredible story of the 2002 nickel, and discover why this coin is much more than just pocket change. Let's set the scene. The year is 2002. The world was still adjusting to the events of 9/11, and the United States was beginning to recover both emotionally and economically from the shock. Technology was advancing rapidly, and we were just beginning to see the true impact of the digital age. The economy was in a period of recovery, and the U.S. Mint continued its work of producing coins for everyday transactions, including the iconic 5-cent piece. For many Americans, the nickel was a familiar part of their everyday lives, whether it was dropped in a vending machine, used for bus fare, or tossed into a jar at the end of the day. But for a select group of collectors, the 2002 nickel represented something far more valuable. The 2002 nickel, like many others before it, featured a familiar design that had been in place for decades. The obverse of the coin displayed the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, whose image had been used on the nickel since 1938. The design, created by artist Felix Schlag, was based on a famous portrait of Jefferson by Rembrandt Peale, and it had become one of the most recognized and enduring images in American coinage. Jefferson's dignified face, with his thoughtful expression and his iconic hairstyle, represented the nation's ideals of liberty, democracy, and progress. On the reverse side of the coin, we see a depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's estate in Virginia, which he designed and built himself. The neoclassical structure, with its symmetrical design and iconic dome, had long been a symbol of Jefferson's legacy, not only as a politician and president, but also as an architect and visionary. Monticello is more than just a home, it is a representation of the values Jefferson held dear and a testament to his contributions to the United States. The design of Monticello on the reverse of the nickel, also by Felix Schlag, remains one of the most enduring and beloved elements of American coinage, but as simple and familiar as this design is, the 2002 nickel was produced during a time of change, both in the world and within the US Mint itself. Technological advancements in the minting process were beginning to take hold, leading to coins that were more precisely struck, with sharper details and more consistent quality. The mint had already begun experimenting with new technologies and techniques to improve the production of its coins, which would eventually lead to better quality coins for circulation. The 2002 nickel was produced using these new methods, which led to a more refined, uniform coin. But for collectors, these improvements were not the only things that made the 2002 nickel interesting. In fact, the 2002 nickel gained the attention of collectors due to the potential for unique features, including rare minting errors and variations that were not immediately noticeable. Minting errors, while rare, can significantly increase the value of a coin, and the 2002 nickel is no exception. These errors often occur due to issues with the coin dies or the minting machinery, and they can result in coins with off-center strikes, double strikes, die cracks, or other unique characteristics. For a collector, finding a coin with such an error can be a thrilling experience, especially when that coin could be worth thousands of dollars. Let's look at some of the most notable variations in minting errors that can make the 2002 nickel so valuable. One of the most sought-after errors is the double strike. This occurs when a coin is struck twice by the minting dies, either due to a misalignment of the dies or a malfunction during the striking process. This can result in a coin with a doubled image, which can be quite dramatic and noticeable. A 2002 nickel with a double strike is considered a rare find, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for such an error. Another error that can increase the value of a 2002 nickel is an off-center strike. This occurs when the coin is not properly aligned with the dies during the minting process, causing the design to be struck off-center. This can result in a coin with a design that appears to be misaligned, and it's considered a rare and highly collectible variety. An off-center 2002 nickel can be worth much more than its face value, especially if the misalignment is particularly pronounced. Die cracks are another type of minting error that can increase the value of a coin. A die crack occurs when the metal dies used to strike the coins develop cracks or other imperfections. These cracks are then transferred to the coin during the striking process, creating a visible mark or line on the coin. In the case of the 2002 nickel, coins with die cracks are of interest to collectors who appreciate the unique characteristics of error coins. While not all die cracks result in coins with significant value, those with prominent or unusual cracks can fetch higher prices. The condition of the coin is another important factor in determining its value. As with all coins, the better the condition, the higher the price. Coins that have been well preserved, without heavy wear or damage, are considered to be in higher grades and are more valuable to collectors. Professional coin grading services use a scale from 1 to 70 to assess a coin's condition, with higher numbers indicating better condition. Coins in excellent condition, with sharp details and minimal signs of wear, are more desirable to collectors and can fetch much higher prices at auction. Now, let's talk about the big reveal. What makes the 2002 nickel so valuable? While most 2002 nickels are still worth just 5 cents, there are examples of this coin that have been sold for impressive sums. Some rare variations in minting errors have been known to fetch prices as high as $42,000. That's right, just a nickel, worth only 5 cents in circulation, could be worth $42,000 if it's a rare double strike, off-center strike, or die crack example, or if it's in pristine, uncirculated condition. The value of these rare 2002 nickels is a testament to the world of coin collecting, where rarity and condition are the driving forces behind market prices. The 2002 nickel, despite being produced in large quantities, has become a valuable collector's item because of the unique errors and variations that exist in the coinage. A rare find like a double-struck or off-center 2002 nickel could be worth a small fortune, and collectors around the world are constantly on the lookout for these special coins. So, what does this mean for you? It means that the next time you come across a 2002 nickel, you'll want to take a closer look. It might not look any different from the nickels you've seen before, but there's always the possibility that it could be a rare variety or a minting error. And if you're lucky enough to find one of these coins, you could be holding a valuable treasure worth thousands of dollars. In conclusion, the 2002 5-cent coin is much more than just a simple piece of currency. It represents a fascinating chapter in the history of American coinage, with its timeless design featuring Thomas Jefferson and Monticello, as well as its intriguing potential for rare minting errors and variations. Whether it's a double strike, an off-center strike, or a coin in pristine condition, the 2002 nickel has become a sought-after item in the world of coin collecting. So, remember to keep an eye out for those seemingly ordinary nickels. You might just have a rare treasure on your hands, one that could be worth far more than 5 cents. Thank you for joining me in exploring the world of the 2002 5-cent coin. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more stories about rare coins and the fascinating world of numismatics. Until next time, happy coin hunting! Top 9 2016 United States 5-cent piece, or nickel. To many, this coin is simply part of the everyday transactions that make up daily life. It's tossed into a change jar, used to pay for a small snack, or passed along in a transaction at a convenience store. But beneath its modest exterior, the 2016 nickel has captivated collectors and coin enthusiasts alike, and its value has surged far beyond the 5-cent mark, with some rare varieties fetching as much as $41,000. How did this seemingly ordinary nickel become such a sought-after collector's item? Let's embark on a journey to uncover the fascinating story behind the 2016 5-cent coin, and explore how it went from a piece of pocket change to a prized possession. The year 2016 was a time of great significance, both in the United States and around the world. The U.S. was in the midst of a presidential election, which would ultimately bring a new chapter in American history. The country was still grappling with the lingering effects of the Great Recession and was slowly recovering economically. Technology was advancing at a rapid pace, and the digital world was becoming an even bigger part of daily life. Meanwhile, the U.S. Mint continued its work of producing the coins that would circulate among the population, including the iconic 5-cent piece. But what makes the 2016 nickel stand out among the other coins minted in the United States that year? It's important to understand the broader context of American coinage, particularly the 5-cent piece, which has a long and rich history in U.S. currency. The design of the nickel, like many other U.S. coins, has undergone several changes over the years. The obverse, or front side, of the nickel has featured the profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, since 1938. The design, crafted by artist Felix Schlag, portrays Jefferson in a dignified and thoughtful manner, capturing his role as a founding father and symbol of the nation's ideals of liberty and democracy. On the reverse side of the 2016 nickel, we see the familiar image of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate. Monticello, designed by Jefferson himself, has been a symbol of his legacy as an architect, statesman, and visionary. The reverse design, also by Schlag, has remained unchanged since it was first introduced in 1938. The image of Monticello, with its distinctive dome and symmetrical architecture, has become one of the most recognizable symbols in American coinage. While the 2016 nickel continued to feature these iconic designs, what sets this coin apart is its place in the broader evolution of U.S. coinage. The year 2016 marked the end of a 5-year series of redesigns that began in 2004, known as the Westward Journey Nickel Series. This series featured various designs to commemorate significant events in American history, such as the Louisiana Purchase and the Lewis and Clark Expedition. The 2016 nickel was not part of this series, but it represented a return to the classic designs that had long been a hallmark of the U.S. Mint's 5-cent piece. Even though the 2016 nickel was produced in large quantities, millions of them minted at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, there were some key features that made this coin noteworthy. Like all coins, the 2016 nickel was produced using a blend of copper and nickel, which gives the coin its characteristic durability and resistance to wear and tear. But what really caught the attention of collectors were the small, subtle variations in minting errors that could turn an ordinary 2016 nickel into a rare, highly desirable specimen. When it comes to coin collecting, one of the most exciting elements is the possibility of finding a coin with a minting error. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the coin's production, resulting in a coin with a flaw that sets it apart from the rest. These errors can range from slight misalignments to more dramatic issues, such as double strikes, die cracks, and off-center impressions. And when these errors occur in a coin that is already somewhat rare, it can lead to a significant increase in value. In the case of the 2016 nickel, there were a few notable variations in errors that have made certain examples of this coin extremely valuable. One such variation is the 2016 D nickel, minted in Denver, which features some subtle but significant differences in its strike. This coin, when in exceptional condition or with rare minting errors, can fetch a much higher price than a standard 2016 nickel. One of the most desirable features in a 2016 nickel is the possibility of a double strike, where the coin is struck twice by the minting dies, causing the design to appear doubled. This type of error creates a unique and highly collectible coin that can be worth much more than its face value. Another common error in the 2016 nickel is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin is not properly aligned with the dies during the minting process, resulting in a coin with a design that is misaligned or off-center. The result is a coin that looks unusual, with portions of the design missing or shifted. Off-center 2016 nickels are rare and often highly sought after by collectors, particularly when the misalignment is dramatic. Die cracks are another type of error that can increase the value of a coin. A die crack occurs when the metal dies used to strike the coins develop small cracks or imperfections, which are then transferred to the coins during the minting process. These cracks can create unique patterns on the coin's surface, adding to its charm and value. While not all die cracks are equally valuable, those that result in strikingly visible cracks on a coin can make it much more collectible and valuable to the right buyer. In addition to these minting errors, the condition of the coin is crucial when determining its value. A coin in pristine, uncirculated condition is always more desirable to collectors than one that has been heavily circulated. Coins that have sharp details, no visible wear, and minimal blemishes can fetch significantly higher prices. Professional coin grading services such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, and the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, use a scale from 1 to 70 to assess a coin's condition, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. A 2016 nickel in perfect condition, with no signs of wear and crisp, clear details, can be worth many times its face value. Now, let's talk about the big reveal. How much is a 2016 nickel really worth? While most 2016 nickels are still worth just 5 cents, some rare variations in coins with minting errors have sold for astonishing amounts. The most valuable 2016 nickels are those with dramatic minting errors, such as double strikes or off-center impressions. Coins that are in pristine condition or have unique characteristics can also command impressive prices. Some of the most coveted examples of the 2016 nickel have been known to sell for as much as $41,000, a far cry from their original 5-cent value. This surge in value is a testament to the growing interest in rare coins, as collectors seek out coins that are not only historically significant but also unique and one-of-a-kind. The 2016 nickel, with its potential for rare minting errors and its enduring design, has become a prime example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can turn into a valuable treasure. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and the 2016 nickel is a perfect reminder of how a small piece of currency can hold immense value in the right circumstances. So, the next time you find yourself with a 2016 nickel in your hand, take a closer look. It might just be worth more than you think. Whether it's a double strike, an off-center strike, or a coin in pristine condition, there's always the chance that your nickel could be a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. Coin collecting is a thrilling pursuit, full of unexpected finds and valuable treasures, and the 2016 nickel is just one example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can hold extraordinary worth. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the fascinating world of the 2016 5-cent coin. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting stories about rare coins and the history behind them. Until next time, happy coin hunting! Top 10 2017 United States 5-cent piece, or nickel. On the surface, this coin might appear to be nothing more than a standard piece of currency, carrying its familiar design of Thomas Jefferson and Monticello, much like the other nickels that came before it. But delve a little deeper into the fascinating world of numismatics, and you'll discover that the 2017 nickel holds special significance, especially when it comes to rare minting errors, variations, and the undeniable allure it holds for collectors. The story of the 2017 5-cent piece is one of both tradition and innovation. Produced by the U.S. Mint, the 2017 nickel carries with it the familiar design elements that have stood the test of time. These features are a symbol of the nation's history, ideals, and values. The obverse, or front side, of the coin showcases the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, a key figure in the founding of the country. The image of Jefferson, created by artist Felix Schlag, has been featured on the nickel since 1938, with the design intended to capture Jefferson's dignity and his legacy as one of the most influential figures in American history. Jefferson, a founding father, the principal author of the Declaration of Independence, and a visionary statesman, is depicted in a manner that evokes the ideals of democracy and liberty. He stares off into the distance, perhaps contemplating the great achievements and challenges of his time. This design, a solemn representation of Jefferson, has long been a hallmark of the 5-cent piece, and it's one that collectors around the world have come to recognize and appreciate. On the reverse side of the 2017 nickel, we find the familiar image of Monticello, Jefferson's estate in Virginia. Monticello, which Jefferson himself designed, serves as a symbol of his vision for America, a nation built on the principles of reason, education, and enlightenment. The neoclassical mansion, with its iconic dome and symmetrical design, represents not just Jefferson's architectural genius but also his commitment to the idea of a rational, self-governing society. The design of Monticello, also created by Felix Schlag, has been the reverse design on the nickel since 1938, providing a visual connection between the coin and the ideals Jefferson championed. Although the 2017 nickel continues to feature these timeless designs, the year marked an important moment in the history of U.S. coinage. This was the final year of the Westward Journey Nickel series, which had begun in 2004. The series, which commemorated significant events in American history, included special designs to honor the Louisiana Purchase and the Lewis and Clark Expedition. While the 2017 nickel was not part of this series, its minting represents the ongoing legacy of American coinage and its ability to capture moments of national significance in a small, tangible form. Despite the 2017 nickel being produced in large numbers, it's important to recognize that not all of these coins are created equal. Like many coins, the 2017 nickel was produced using the traditional alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving the coin its distinct, durable appearance. But what really sets some of the 2017 nickels apart from others are the unique features, rare minting errors, and variations that can elevate the value of the coin to extraordinary heights. Minting errors are a common occurrence in coin production, but when they happen, they can turn an otherwise ordinary coin into a highly coveted item. One of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting is the potential for finding rare or error-struck coins. A minting error occurs when something goes wrong during the coin's production, leading to a flaw that differentiates it from the rest. These errors can range from slight misalignments to more dramatic issues, such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks. For collectors, these errors are highly prized, as they represent a unique and rare instance in the minting process that is not easily replicated. The 2017 nickel, despite its relatively recent production, is not immune to these errors, and it's these rare variations that can drive the price of the coin skyward. The first error worth mentioning is the double strike. This occurs when a coin is struck twice by the minting dies, either due to a malfunction or misalignment of the dies. The result is a coin with two overlapping or doubled images. The double strike is one of the most dramatic minting errors a coin can have, and a 2017 nickel with this error can be a real collector's dream. A double-struck 2017 nickel, especially one in pristine condition, can fetch a significant premium, making it highly desirable in the numismatic market. Another common error in the 2017 nickel is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned with the dies during the minting process, causing the design to appear shifted or misaligned. Off-center strikes can vary in their degree of misalignment, with some coins featuring a slight shift, while others have a more pronounced off-center appearance. These misaligned coins are particularly popular among collectors, as they represent a rare occurrence in the minting process. An off-center 2017 nickel with a noticeable misalignment could be worth much more than its face value, depending on its condition and the extent of the error. Die cracks are another type of minting error that can affect the 2017 nickel. A die crack occurs when the metal dies used to strike the coin develop cracks or other imperfections, which are then transferred to the coin during the striking process. These cracks can appear as lines or fissures on the coin's surface and are often unique to each coin that bears them. While not all die cracks result in valuable coins, those that are particularly noticeable or dramatic can significantly increase the value of a 2017 nickel. Collectors who are passionate about minting errors are often drawn to coins with distinct die cracks, especially if the cracks create interesting patterns or shapes. Now, let's talk about the most exciting part, the potential value of the 2017 nickel. While the vast majority of 2017 nickels are still worth just 5 cents, some rare variations in error-struck coins can fetch astonishing prices. The value of these coins depends on factors such as rarity, minting error, and the coin's condition. Some rare 2017 nickels, especially those with dramatic double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks, have been known to sell for as much as $40,000. This is a far cry from the coin's original value of just 5 cents, and it's a testament to the value that can be found in rare and unusual minting errors. It's important to note that the condition of the coin plays a significant role in determining its value. A 2017 nickel that is in pristine, uncirculated condition, with sharp details and no signs of wear, will almost always command a higher price than a heavily circulated coin. Professional coin grading services such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, and the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, use a scale from 1 to 70 to assess a coin's condition, with higher grades indicating better quality. Coins that are graded 65 or higher are considered to be in excellent condition and can be worth many times more than their face value, especially if they feature a rare minting error. In conclusion, the 2017 United States 5-cent coin may appear to be just another nickel at first glance, but it holds the potential to be far more valuable than its face value. Whether it's a rare minting error such as a double strike, off-center strike, or die crack, or simply a coin in exceptional condition, the 2017 nickel has become a sought-after collector's item. Coins like this remind us that even the most ordinary-looking pieces of currency can have extraordinary value in the world of numismatics. So, the next time you come across a 2017 nickel, take a closer look. You may be holding a hidden treasure worth thousands of dollars. Thank you for joining me in exploring the fascinating world of the 2017 5-cent coin. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more stories about rare coins and the history behind them. Until next time, happy coin hunting! Top 11 2018 United States 5-cent piece, also known as the nickel. At first glance, the 2018 nickel may seem like just another coin among many, circulating through the hands of millions of people each day. However, when you take a closer look at this seemingly ordinary coin, you begin to realize that there's far more to it than meets the eye. Whether it's the historical context, the intricate design, or the subtle minting errors that collectors covet, the 2018 nickel is a shining example of how even a coin as humble as a 5-cent piece can become a highly valuable collector's item. The story of the 2018 nickel begins with the historical backdrop of U.S. coinage. The 5-cent piece, which has been in circulation since 1866, has gone through several design changes, each one reflecting the era in which it was minted. The 2018 nickel, however, carries with it the legacy of designs that have remained relatively consistent for decades. The obverse, or front side, features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. This iconic design has been a fixture on the nickel since 1938, when it was first introduced by artist Felix Schlag. Jefferson's image on the coin is a reminder of his monumental role in the founding of the United States. As the principal author of the Declaration of Independence and a key figure in the development of the nation, Jefferson is immortalized on the nickel in a profile that speaks to his dignity and vision. The portrait of Jefferson is both timeless and respectful, and it has become one of the most recognizable features of U.S. coinage. On the reverse side of the 2018 nickel, we find the image of Monticello, the grand estate in Virginia that Jefferson himself designed. Monticello, with its neoclassical architecture and iconic dome, symbolizes Jefferson's vision for an enlightened and rational society. The design of Monticello, also created by Felix Schlag, has been featured on the nickel since 1938 and remains one of the most enduring symbols of American coinage, but the 2018 nickel is more than just a continuation of the same old design. It is also part of a broader narrative in the history of U.S. coinage. The year 2018 marked a period of transition for the U.S. Mint. The Mint had recently completed the Westward Journey Nickel series, which had been introduced in 2004 to commemorate important events in American history. This series included coins that celebrated the Louisiana Purchase, the Lewis and Clark Expedition, and the Native American Indian culture. However, by 2018, the Mint had returned to the more traditional designs, which included the Jefferson portrait and Monticello. Even though the 2018 nickel may appear like a simple coin at first, there are certain features that make it stand out among its counterparts. The nickel is made from a composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel, a blend that gives it a distinctive look and feel. The coin's durability, resistance to corrosion, and ease of production have made it a staple in U.S. currency for generations. Yet, it's the more subtle features of the 2018 nickel that have caught the attention of collectors. Minting errors are one of the primary reasons why certain coins, including the 2018 nickel, can become highly valuable. A minting error occurs when something goes wrong during the production process, resulting in a coin that differs from the intended design or quality. These errors can range from small flaws, such as die cracks, to more dramatic mistakes, such as double strikes or off-center strikes. Collectors, especially those with a keen eye for detail, are always on the lookout for coins with these types of errors because they can make the coin more unique and, in many cases, much more valuable. One of the most exciting errors that can occur in the production of a coin is the double strike. A double strike happens when a coin is struck twice by the minting dies, often due to a malfunction or improper alignment. The result is a coin with two overlapping impressions of the design. This can create a dramatic and distinct appearance, making the coin highly desirable to collectors. A 2018 nickel with a double strike can be worth much more than its face value, and coins with this error are often sold at premium prices. Another common minting error is the off-center strike. An off-center strike occurs when the coin is not properly aligned with the dies during the minting process. As a result, the design is shifted, and parts of the image may be missing or misaligned. The degree of misalignment can vary, with some coins having only a slight shift, while others may have a more noticeable and dramatic off-center strike. These misaligned coins are considered valuable among collectors because of their rarity, and a well-defined off-center 2018 nickel could easily fetch a significant premium. Die cracks are another type of minting error that can impact the 2018 nickel. A die crack occurs when the metal dies used to strike the coins develop cracks or other imperfections. These cracks are transferred to the coin's surface during the minting process, resulting in visible lines or fissures. Depending on the size and location of the die crack, these coins can be highly sought after by collectors. In some cases, the die crack may create unique patterns or images on the coin, making it even more attractive to buyers who are looking for unusual or one-of-a-kind pieces. It's important to note that the condition of the coin plays a significant role in determining its value. The 2018 nickel, like all coins, is worth more when it is in exceptional condition. A coin that has been well preserved and remains in its original, uncirculated state is much more valuable than one that has been heavily circulated and shows signs of wear. Coins that are free from scratches, dents, or discoloration are particularly prized by collectors. The grading of a coin, which is done by professional services such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, is an essential factor in determining its worth. Coins that receive high grades, such as MS65 or higher, are often worth many times their face value. Now, you might be wondering, just how much can a 2018 nickel be worth? While most 2018 nickels are still worth just 5 cents, the rarer and error-struck coins can be worth considerably more. Some of the more desirable 2018 nickels, particularly those with minting errors like double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks, have been known to sell for prices as high as $39,000. This is a far cry from the coin's original value, and it underscores the fascinating nature of coin collecting. The world of numismatics is filled with surprises, and a seemingly ordinary coin like the 2018 nickel can, under the right circumstances, become a highly sought-after piece with an extraordinary value. The value of a 2018 nickel ultimately depends on several factors, including its rarity, the type of minting error it features, its condition, and its overall desirability in the collector's market. Coins with well-known and dramatic errors, as well as coins that have been expertly preserved, tend to be the most valuable. Some of the rarest and most coveted 2018 nickels are those that stand out because of a striking feature, such as a double strike or off-center design. These coins are often sold in auctions or private sales for tens of thousands of dollars, with collectors eager to get their hands on a unique piece of American history. As the world of coin collecting continues to grow, more and more people are discovering the joys of finding rare and valuable coins in their everyday transactions. The 2018 nickel is a perfect example of how an ordinary coin can transform into a treasure with a little bit of luck, knowledge, and an understanding of the nuances of the minting process. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just starting out, there is always the possibility of finding that one rare coin that could change your life. So, the next time you find yourself with a 2018 nickel in your pocket, take a moment to inspect it closely. It could very well be more than just a 5-cent piece. With the right minting error or in perfect condition, that small coin could turn out to be a rare and valuable gem, worth far more than you ever imagined. Happy coin hunting! Thank you for joining me on this journey through the fascinating world of the 2018 5-cent coin. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting stories about rare coins and the history behind them. Until next time, keep searching for your next treasure. Top 12 2019 United States 5-cent coin, commonly known as the nickel, has garnered attention not only for its familiar design but also for its intriguing appeal to collectors. While many might view the 2019 nickel as just another coin in circulation, a deeper look reveals a fascinating story, marked by its design, its minting process, and its place in the evolution of American coinage. But what truly sets the 2019 nickel apart from other modern coins is its unexpected value, currently valued at an impressive $38,000, making it a remarkable example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can become a highly sought-after collector's item. Let's begin by taking a step back in time to understand the significance of the 5-cent coin in American history. The nickel has been an essential part of the United States currency system since its creation in 1866. Since then, the design of the nickel has undergone multiple changes, with various depictions of historical figures, symbols, and events. The 2019 nickel, however, is part of a long tradition of coin designs that have remained relatively consistent, with the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, the front, and the image of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, on the reverse, the back. These designs have been in use for decades, with slight variations and updates over time. Jefferson's portrait, designed by artist Felix Schlag, was first introduced in 1938 and has become one of the most enduring images in U.S. coinage. His face is shown in profile, reflecting his dignified and visionary character as one of the founding fathers of the United States. As the principal author of the Declaration of Independence and the third President of the United States, Jefferson's image on the nickel serves as a reminder of his significant role in shaping the nation. The detail of the portrait, with its subtle features and thoughtful composition, captures Jefferson's image as both a leader and an intellectual, a symbol of America's commitment to Enlightenment ideals. On the reverse side of the coin is an image of Monticello, Jefferson's estate in Virginia. This neoclassical mansion, which Jefferson personally designed, represents his passion for architecture and his vision for a more rational and intellectual society. The depiction of Monticello on the nickel not only honors Jefferson's contributions to the country but also highlights the enduring legacy of American democracy and the pursuit of knowledge. The reverse design has been in use since 1938 and remains one of the most recognizable and beloved elements of the nickel. The 2019 nickel, though familiar in its design, carries with it the unique context of the time in which it was minted. The U.S. Mint, having recently concluded the Westward Journey Nickel series in 2004, was now returning to the traditional designs that had made the nickel such an iconic coin in American currency. This return to the original designs was significant for both collectors and the general public, as it marked a reintegration of familiar and comforting symbols of U.S. history into everyday currency. But what sets the 2019 nickel apart from its predecessors are the subtleties of its minting process and the potential for unique errors that can significantly increase its value. Minting errors, which occur when there is a flaw or mistake in the production process, have long been a driving factor in the valuation of coins. These errors, whether they be double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks, can transform an ordinary coin into a rare and highly sought-after treasure. The 2019 nickel, like its predecessors, is not exempt from these potential errors, and it is precisely these anomalies that attract collectors and investors in search of the next big find. One of the most coveted types of minting errors is the double strike, where a coin is struck twice by the minting dies. The result is a coin that features two overlapping impressions of the design. This error occurs when a coin is not removed from the press properly after its first strike and is subsequently struck again. Depending on the degree of overlap and the positioning of the strikes, the coin can appear as though it has two faces or two images, creating a visually striking and highly desirable collectible. The 2019 nickel is no exception to this phenomenon, and those with double strikes are especially valuable, sometimes fetching prices far higher than their face value. Another type of error that can occur during the minting process is the off-center strike. An off-center strike happens when the coin is misaligned in the press, resulting in an image that is not centered properly on the coin. As a result, parts of the design may be missing, or the design may appear to be shifted to one side of the coin. Depending on the severity of the misalignment, these off-center strikes can become particularly rare and valuable. Collectors are often eager to get their hands on these unique coins, as they stand out as oddities in the world of standard currency. Die cracks are another error that can occur in the minting process. A die crack happens when the minting dies used to strike the coins develop cracks over time. These cracks can transfer onto the surface of the coin during the striking process, creating visible lines or patterns on the coin's design. While die cracks may seem like a small issue, they can actually add to the uniqueness and rarity of a coin. A 2019 nickel with a die crack may be more valuable than one in perfect condition due to the added feature that collectors find desirable. It's important to recognize that, in addition to minting errors, the overall condition of a coin plays a significant role in its value. The 2019 nickel, like all coins, is worth more when it is in pristine condition. Coins that have been well preserved, free from scratches, dents, and discoloration, are highly prized by collectors. These coins are often graded by professional services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, which assess the quality of the coin on a scale ranging from good to mint state. Coins that receive high grades, such as MS65 or higher, are considered to be in excellent condition and are typically worth much more than their face value. Now, the big question: how much can a 2019 nickel be worth? While the majority of 2019 nickels are still valued at just 5 cents, those with rare minting errors or in exceptional condition can command impressive prices. Some of the most valuable 2019 nickels, particularly those with double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks, have been known to sell for as much as $38,000. This astonishing value highlights the incredible potential of even the most seemingly mundane coin to become a sought-after collectible. The price of a 2019 nickel ultimately depends on factors such as its rarity, the type of minting error it features, and its condition. Coins with more dramatic or rare errors tend to fetch the highest prices, while those in excellent, uncirculated condition are also highly prized by collectors. If a coin features a particularly unusual or unique characteristic, such as an off-center strike with a dramatic shift in the design, it could be worth significantly more than the typical 2019 nickel. In the case of certain rarities, a single coin could fetch tens of thousands of dollars, adding excitement and anticipation to the hunt for valuable coins. The world of coin collecting is full of hidden treasures, and the 2019 nickel is a perfect example of how a coin that might appear ordinary on the surface can become a valuable asset with the right combination of design, error, and condition. Whether you are a seasoned collector or simply a casual observer, it's always worth taking a moment to examine the coins in your pocket or collection, as you never know when you might discover a rare and valuable gem. The 2019 nickel serves as a reminder of how the world of numismatics continues to captivate and inspire, turning a humble 5-cent piece into a fascinating treasure with the potential for extraordinary value. So, the next time you find yourself with a 2019 nickel, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look, inspect its design, check for any errors, and consider the possibility that you may be holding onto a coin that could be worth far more than its face value. With a little knowledge and a bit of luck, you just might find yourself holding a piece of numismatic history worth $38,000 or more. Thank you for joining me on this exciting journey through the world of the 2019 5-cent coin. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into rare and valuable coins. Until next time, happy coin hunting! Top 13 1996 quarter stands out as a particularly interesting piece, both for collectors and enthusiasts alike. It is not just another coin, it's a piece of history that can carry surprising value in the right circumstances. And for those who have been lucky enough to discover a rare variation of this quarter, the financial reward can be quite substantial. In fact, a 1996 quarter can fetch an astonishing $78,000 under the right conditions. To truly understand the appeal and value of the 1996 quarter, we need to delve into its design, its history, and the way it was minted. Each coin tells a story, and the 1996 quarter is no exception. The quarter has been a fundamental part of American currency since its inception in 1796. Over the years, the design of the quarter has changed several times, reflecting both the historical context of the country and the evolving artistic styles of the period. By the time 1996 rolled around, the quarter had undergone significant changes, especially with the introduction of the 50-state quarters program in 1999, which is often associated with quarters minted in the years just before and after. But before this program took over, the 1996 quarter was still a part of the larger tradition of the Washington quarter design that had been in place since 1932. The 1996 quarter features the well-known portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States. The image was originally designed by John Flanagan, an American engraver, and was first used on the quarter in 1932 to commemorate Washington's 200th birthday. Flanagan design, with Washington's likeness and profile, has remained one of the most iconic and enduring images in U.S. coinage. The reverse of the coin, meanwhile, showcases a representation of a bald eagle, a symbol of the United States, which had been a part of the quarter design since the late 18th century. But what makes the 1996 quarter particularly interesting is the context of its minting. The coin was struck during a time when the U.S. Mint was actively exploring different ways to revitalize American coinage and create new ways to engage the public with their currency. While the 1996 quarter itself did not feature any drastic changes in design, it was part of the transition period that led to the introduction of the 50-state quarters program in 1999. The 50-state quarters program was a massive initiative in which 5 new quarter designs were released every year, each honoring a specific state in the U.S.A result. The 1996 quarter is often seen as one of the last few years before the coinage system was radically altered by this program. Its place in the timeline of U.S. coinage gives it a unique historical value. In addition, the coin's design, especially the classic image of George Washington, has a nostalgic and symbolic resonance for many collectors. It is the last quarter to feature the old, traditional design before the mint shifted to the state-themed designs, which were in many ways a reflection of the country's growing regionalism and pride in its individual states. But for collectors, the true appeal of the 1996 quarter lies not only in its design but also in the rarity of specific variations of the coin. While most 1996 quarters are relatively common and can be found easily in circulation, a few particular varieties of the coin are incredibly rare and highly sought after. These include certain mistruck coins and those that were minted with particular errors, such as doubled dies or off-center strikes. One of the most coveted varieties of the 1996 quarter is the 1996 double die. This error occurs when the coin is struck twice with slight misalignment, creating a doubled appearance of the design. In the case of the 1996 quarter, this error can be especially noticeable in the lettering and the image of George Washington. The doubling effect can make the coin appear as though it has two sets of inscriptions or images on it. This mistake is not uncommon in the world of coin collecting, but it is still relatively rare, and collectors are often willing to pay a premium for coins that feature this error. Another type of rare 1996 quarter that can command high prices is the off-center strike. An off-center strike occurs when the coin is not positioned properly during the minting process, causing part of the design to be cut off or misaligned. This error is particularly noticeable when the coin appears to be missing part of the design on one side, creating an interesting and visually striking appearance. Off-center strikes are highly prized among collectors, and the more extreme the misalignment, the more valuable the coin can become. The condition of the coin also plays a significant role in determining its value. Coins that have been well preserved and show little to no wear or damage are worth far more than those that have been heavily circulated. The United States Mint uses a grading system to assess the condition of a coin, ranging from grades like good and very good to mint state or proof. A coin that is in mint state condition, essentially, a coin that looks as though it has never been in circulation, is highly desirable and can fetch a significantly higher price. A well-preserved 1996 quarter with no signs of wear or damage could easily be worth several $100s, depending on its rarity and the type of error it features, but the true excitement for many collectors comes when they discover a rare 1996 quarter with a unique error, especially one in pristine condition. These coins are often graded by professional coin grading services, which can help determine their authenticity and assign a numerical grade based on their condition. Coins that receive high grades, such as MS-65 or MS-66, are typically the most valuable and can easily fetch tens of thousands of dollars. So, what is the current value of a 1996 quarter? While most standard 1996 quarters are still worth just 25 cents, those with rare minting errors or in exceptional condition have been known to sell for as much as $78,000. This remarkable value underscores the appeal of coin collecting and the potential rewards of discovering a rare and valuable specimen. Whether it's a double die, an off-center strike, or a pristine uncirculated coin, the 1996 quarter has proven to be a valuable asset for collectors who know where to look. The 1996 quarter is a perfect example of how a coin, which may seem unremarkable at first glance, can carry immense historical and financial value. As a piece of U.S. currency, it tells the story of a nation and its evolving design choices, but as a collectible item, it offers a window into the exciting world of rare coins. If you happen to come across a 1996 quarter in your change, take a moment to inspect it closely. You might just find that you're holding onto a coin worth thousands of dollars. Whether it's the allure of minting errors, the nostalgia of its design, or the simple thrill of coin hunting, the 1996 quarter holds a special place in the world of numismatics. In conclusion, the 1996 quarter is more than just a piece of currency. It is a collectible treasure with the potential for great value, especially if it possesses a unique error or is in exceptional condition. For collectors, the thrill of discovering a rare 1996 quarter is unmatched, and for those fortunate enough to own one, the rewards can be substantial. With its historical significance, its timeless design, and its surprising value, the 1996 quarter continues to captivate collectors and coin enthusiasts around the world. Top 14 1976 quarter, a special edition minted to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the United States Declaration of Independence. This coin, often referred to as the 1776 to 1976 quarter, carries with it not just the weight of history, but also a potential for significant value. Today, it is a coin that captures the imagination of collectors, historians, and investors alike, with some examples fetching impressive sums up to $70,000 for rare or pristine specimens. To truly understand the value and appeal of the 1976 quarter, we need to delve into its history, design, and minting details. This is not just a coin. It's a symbol of the United States bicentennial celebration and the culmination of over 2 centuries of American progress. The year 1776 is one of the most significant dates in American history, marking the signing of the Declaration of Independence and the birth of the nation. By 1976, the country was preparing for a grand celebration of this historic event, a moment that would be remembered for years to come. The U.S. Mint decided to mark the occasion by issuing a special edition of the quarter, one that would honor the legacy of 1776 and the new nation's identity. The 1776 to 1976 quarter would be the first time in U.S. history that a different reverse design would appear on the quarter, making this coin unique in the realm of American currency. The design of the 1776 to 1976 quarter was a collaboration between 2 talented engravers at the U.S. Mint, Jack Lee and Dennis R. Williams. The obverse of the coin, which features the image of George Washington, remains largely unchanged from the traditional design used on quarters since 1932. Washington's profile is depicted in sharp detail, embodying the leadership and legacy of the nation's first president. However, the reverse of the coin is where the real innovation took place. The new design was inspired by the bicentennial of the United States and features an image of the colonial drummer, symbolizing the American Revolution and the fight for independence. In addition to the drummer, the reverse also includes the inscription 1776 to 1976, signifying the 2 centuries that had passed since the founding of the United States. Above the drummer, you'll find the words E pluribus unum, a motto that emphasizes the unity of the country. The 1976 quarter stands as a lasting tribute to both the revolutionary spirit that birthed the nation and the progress it had made in the 200 years since. The reverse design was revolutionary in itself, as it replaced the traditional eagle design that had appeared on U.S. quarters for decades. This break from tradition was part of the bicentennial celebration's goal to showcase the nation's past while looking toward its future. The special design became one of the defining features of the year, and the 1776 to 1976 quarter quickly became a symbol of national pride. The minting of the 1976 quarter was carried out at all 3 of the U.S. Mint's facilities, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced regular circulation strikes, while the San Francisco Mint produced proof versions of the coin for collectors. A total of over 1.6 billion of these quarters were minted, ensuring that this coin would be widely circulated and seen by millions of people. Despite its high mintage, the 1976 quarter has managed to maintain a level of collector interest that sets it apart from other common coins. While the majority of these quarters are still worth their face value of 25 cents, the unique bicentennial design has led to a strong following among collectors, with particular emphasis placed on rare variations and high-quality specimens. But just how much can a 1776 to 1976 quarter be worth? To answer that question, we need to understand what makes certain examples of this coin so valuable. One of the key factors that can drive the value of a 1776 to 1976 quarter is its condition. Coins that are in exceptional condition, particularly those that have been well preserved and show little to no signs of wear or damage, are the most sought after by collectors. Coins that are graded at the higher end of the scale, such as MS-65 or MS-66, can command premium prices. These coins have been carefully preserved and retain their original luster, making them especially desirable to investors and collectors alike. Another factor that can significantly increase the value of a 1976 quarter is the presence of rare minting errors. While the vast majority of 1776 to 1976 quarters were struck without incident, some coins were minted with mistakes that make them highly valuable. One of the most well-known errors involves the so-called doubled die variety. A doubled die occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, causing the design to appear twice or with a noticeable doubling effect. The doubling is most often visible in the inscriptions, such as the date and the motto, and is considered a highly sought-after error by collectors. Another rare variation involves the so-called silver 1776 to 1976 quarter. These coins were part of a special program for collectors and were produced with a 40% silver content, as opposed to the copper-nickel composition used in regular quarters. Only proof versions of the 1776 to 1976 quarter were made with this silver content, and these coins are highly prized for their rarity and their composition. If you happen to own one of these silver versions, you could be holding on to a coin worth much more than its face value. The value of the 1776 to 1976 quarter also depends on which mint it was struck at. Quarters minted at the Philadelphia Mint typically have a higher mintage than those struck at the Denver Mint, and even fewer coins were struck at the San Francisco Mint. San Francisco-produced proof quarters tend to be more valuable, especially those in excellent condition. Collectors who specialize in proof coins will often seek out these examples, making them more valuable on the market. One final element that can influence the value of the 1976 quarter is its provenance. Coins that have been part of famous collections or that have a well-documented history often carry a premium. For example, a coin that has been graded highly by a reputable grading service and has been stored in a carefully managed collection may be more desirable than a similar coin with no known history. So, how much is a 1976 quarter worth? While most of these coins are still valued at their face value, rare specimens can be worth thousands of dollars. For example, well-preserved coins with high grades can fetch prices upwards of $70,000 in some cases, particularly when they feature rare minting errors or are part of a complete collection. The value of the 1776 to 1976 quarter reflects not just its historical significance, but also the unique factors that make certain coins highly sought after by collectors. If you happen to come across a 1976 quarter, it's worth taking a moment to examine it closely. If the coin is in pristine condition or features an unusual error, you could be holding onto a valuable piece of American history. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or a novice just starting out, the 1776 to 1976 quarter is a perfect example of how a seemingly simple piece of currency can hold significant value and historical importance. In conclusion, the 1776 to 1976 quarter is not just a coin, but a part of the American story. It commemorates the 200th anniversary of the nation's independence and stands as a tribute to the enduring spirit of the United States. While many of these coins remain in circulation, there are rare examples that are highly valued by collectors and investors alike. Whether you're drawn to the coin's historical significance, its design, or the potential for financial reward, the 1776 to 1976 quarter continues to captivate and intrigue. For those who have one in their collection, the rewards, both historical and financial, can be immense. Top 15 2000 dated dime that has gained particular attention among collectors. While the 2001 dime isn't the rarest or most well-known issue in U.S. history, it has become a sought-after piece due to its unique characteristics, minting history, and a particular story behind its value. Some examples of the 2001 dime have fetched an astonishing price in the market, with values rising as high as $40,000 for coins in perfect condition or with certain rare minting errors. But what makes the 2000 dated dime so special? Is it just a coincidence, or is there a deeper story behind its value and appeal? Let's dive deep into the history, design, minting process, and rare characteristics of the 2001 dime and uncover the factors that have made it so coveted in the world of numismatics. The 1 dime coin itself has a long and storied history in the United States. Introduced in 1796, the dime originally featured a design with a bust of Lady Liberty. However, it wasn't until 1837 that the dime's design was standardized, with the famous Liberty head design making its debut. The coin has gone through numerous design changes over the years, from the Liberty head to the Barber design in the late 19th century, the Mercury dime in the early 20th century, and finally, the Roosevelt dime, which remains in circulation to this day. The Roosevelt dime, which has been the design for the coin since 1946, was created by renowned sculptor John Cynic. The design features a left-facing profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, surrounded by the inscriptions Liberty and In God We Trust. Roosevelt was chosen for the dime because of his leadership during the Great Depression in World War II, and his advocacy for the March of Dimes charity. This charity, which raised funds for polio research, was a perfect tribute to Roosevelt, who had been afflicted with polio himself. The reverse of the dime is just as iconic. It features a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, representing unity, peace, and strength. The design, though simple, is filled with powerful symbolism that ties into the values that Roosevelt himself championed during his presidency. It is this design, the Roosevelt dime, that graced the coins produced in 2000 and remains the same design we see today. The year 2000 was a pivotal moment for the United States. Not only was it the turn of the century, but it also marked the dawn of a new millennium. This created a sense of anticipation and curiosity around the coins minted during this time. The U.S. Mint produced millions of 2000 dated dimes, just as it did every year, but something was different about the 2000 dime. At first glance, these dimes appear similar to those minted in prior years. However, like many coins produced during transitional times in American history, the 2000 dated dime holds some hidden secrets that have captured the interest of collectors. One of the first things to note about the 2000 dime is that it was minted using the same materials and methods as earlier Roosevelt dimes. The coin consists of a copper-nickel plaid composition, with a reeded edge. It was produced at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with the respective P and D mint marks on the coins indicating where they were struck. While the overall appearance of the coin was standard, certain variations in the minting process would lead to rare and valuable examples. The most interesting aspect of the 2000 dime, however, comes from a series of unique minting errors that have increased the coin's appeal. Some of these errors are relatively minor, but others are more substantial and have made specific 2000 dimes valuable collector items. In the world of numismatics, a coin's worth can often be tied to its rarity or any unusual features it might possess. And the 2000 dated dime, as it turns out, has a few key characteristics that have made it especially collectible. One of the most sought-after errors associated with the 2000 dime is the so-called double die variety. This occurs when the coin's design is struck more than once by the die, resulting in a noticeable doubling effect on the letters, numbers, or other features of the coin. In the case of the 2000 dime, the doubled die error is particularly noticeable on the date and inscriptions on the coin's obverse, where the doubling is clear and pronounced. Collectors who specialize in error coins are particularly keen on acquiring these varieties, and they can command significant prices on the open market. Additionally, certain examples of the 2000 dime were struck with misaligned dies, which caused the designs to be off-center. In some cases, the coins were even struck with portions of other designs from different coins, creating a one-of-a-kind item that is highly valuable in the world of coin collecting. Misaligned die errors are often sought after because they're rare and visually striking, making them popular with collectors who enjoy finding anomalies in coins. The condition of the coin is another important factor that can influence its value. Coins that have been preserved in excellent condition, with little to no wear or damage, tend to fetch higher prices at auctions and from collectors. The highest quality examples of the 2000 dime, graded by professional numismatic services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, have been known to sell for prices well beyond the coin's face value. Coins with perfect, unblemished surfaces and high-grade ratings can command top dollar, sometimes reaching values upwards of $40,000 depending on the rarity and quality of the example. In addition to the rare minting errors and high-quality examples, the 2000 dime has been further elevated in value due to the broader collector demand for coins from this era. The year 2000 marked a significant milestone, and coins minted in this year are seen as a reminder of both the new millennium and the rich history of the United States. For many collectors, obtaining a coin from the year 2000 has become a way of marking that historic moment, and the dime, being a widely circulated and easily accessible coin, serves as a perfect representation of this period. The value of the 2001 dime, like all coins, can fluctuate based on factors such as the rarity of specific varieties, the overall demand from collectors, and the broader state of the coin market. However, there's no denying that this particular coin holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. Its status as both a piece of history and a potential treasure has made it a prized item for numismatists, investors, and anyone with a fascination for rare and valuable coins. In conclusion, the 2001 dime may seem like a simple coin at first glance, but its appeal goes much deeper than meets the eye. Whether it's the historical significance of the year 2000, the unique minting errors, or the condition of the coin itself, the 2000 dated dime offers something special for those who are willing to look closely. As we've seen, coins with specific errors, high grades, or notable histories can command impressive prices, with some examples of the 2000 dime reaching values as high as $40,000. So, the next time you come across a 2001 dime, take a moment to appreciate its potential. It might just be worth more than you think. Top 16 2005. The 2005 one dime is a coin that has sparked the interest of many collectors due to its minting history, the subtle nuances in its design, and, most notably, the rare and valuable errors that it has spawned. But what exactly is it about the 2005 one dime that has made it so valuable? Let's dive into the historical context, design, and minting details to understand why this coin is one of the most searched and admired in the world of coin collecting today. The 2005 one dime is part of the Roosevelt dime series, which has been the official design for the dime since 1946. The design, created by John Sinek, features a portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt was chosen for this coin due to his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, as well as his association with the March of Dimes charity, which sought to combat polio, an illness Roosevelt himself had suffered from. The Roosevelt dime is known for its elegant simplicity, with Roosevelt's profile surrounded by the inscriptions Liberty and In God We Trust on the obverse, and a reverse that showcases a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbols of unity, peace, and strength. Despite the fact that the 2005 one dime follows the same design, it marks an interesting period in the United States minting history. By 2005, the U.S. Mint had already been producing the Roosevelt dime for nearly 6 decades. However, changes in minting technology and the demands of modern coin production meant that some subtle differences could be found between earlier issues and the 2005 coin. These differences, while often unnoticed by the casual observer, would go on to create a distinct collector's market for the 2005 one dime. The 2005 dated dimes were produced in large quantities at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with coins from each location bearing the respective mint marks P and D. These mint marks are important for collectors because they indicate where the coin was struck, and coins from certain mints can sometimes be more sought after than others. In general, however, the minting of the 2005 dime was consistent with the long-standing production of Roosevelt dimes. In addition to the standard circulation coins, the U.S. Mint produced special proof and uncirculated versions of the 2005 dime. These versions, which were produced in limited quantities, were intended for collectors and were often sold in sets. The proof coins were struck with polished dies to produce a mirror-like finish, while the uncirculated versions were struck with a more typical finish, but still had a higher quality than the regular circulation dimes. These coins were eagerly purchased by collectors, further adding to the 2005 dime's appeal. However, despite its widespread production, the 2005 one dime would go on to develop a reputation for something more than just its typical design and minting history. Some rare versions of the 2005 dime have become highly sought after because of errors that occurred during the minting process. These errors have played a major role in boosting the value of certain 2005 dimes, making them a subject of fascination among coin enthusiasts and collectors. One of the most notable errors associated with the 2005 dime is the double die variety. This occurs when the coin's design is struck multiple times by the die, causing a noticeable doubling of certain elements on the coin. On the 2005 dime, this error is most often found on the date and the inscriptions on the obverse. The doubled die can create a dramatic effect, with the digits of the year appearing to be stacked on top of each other, making the coin much more visually striking. Collectors prize these error coins because they are rare, and the doubled die effect adds a distinctive feature that makes the coin unique. Dimes with this error can fetch significant sums on the open market, with values depending on the severity of the doubling and the coin's overall condition. Another error that has been observed on some 2005 dimes is the off-center strike. In these cases, the design elements on the coin are misaligned, causing parts of the coin to be missing or appearing on the edge. While off-center strikes are more common on other coins, the 2005 dime has seen a particular interest in these kinds of mistakes, as they are more noticeable and can make for unique and collectible pieces. Like the doubled die errors, off-center dimes are highly coveted by collectors because they are an anomaly in the production process, and each coin is slightly different from the next. There are also other types of minting errors that have been found on the 2005 dime, including coins that were struck with the wrong planchet, the metal disc used to strike the coin, coins with die cracks, and coins with overlapping designs from other coins. These errors, though less common, have added to the coin's appeal among collectors looking for rare and unusual varieties. It's not uncommon for error coins to fetch higher prices than their non-error counterparts, especially when the error is particularly dramatic or the coin is in excellent condition. Aside from errors, the condition of the 2005 dime also plays a crucial role in determining its value. Coins that have been well preserved, without scratches, dents, or other forms of damage, are generally worth more than those that show signs of heavy circulation. This is especially true for higher-grade examples of the 2005 dime, which have been given a grade of MS, mint state, by professional coin grading services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. Coins that have been graded MS65 or higher are highly sought after and can command much higher prices than their face value. For those fortunate enough to own a high-grade, error-free 2005 dime, or, even better, a rare error variety, the coin could be worth significantly more than the typical dime. While most 2005 dimes in circulation are worth just 10 cents, the value of these rare and well-preserved coins can reach impressive sums at auction. In some cases, the most valuable 2005 dimes have sold for upwards of $39,000, particularly those with major minting errors or exceptional qualities. The rarity and desirability of these coins have made them a favorite among collectors, and their values continue to rise as more people discover the hidden potential of the 2005 one dime. In conclusion, the 2005 one dime may not have been the year's most anticipated coin release, but it has certainly become one of the most sought after in the world of numismatics. Whether it's due to the special errors found in certain examples, the coin's high-quality production, or its connection to an important moment in U.S. currency history, the 2005 dime has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. For those who find a rare variety or well-preserved example, the rewards can be impressive, often reaching values as high as $39,000 or more. So, the next time you come across a 2005 one dime, take a moment to inspect it carefully. It may just turn out to be more valuable than you ever expected. Top 17 2007 one dime stands out for its distinctiveness in terms of design, minting history, and, believe it or not, the collector's market. As one of the dimes from the modern era, the 2007 one dime offers a wealth of history, design elements, and rarities that make it highly sought after. Let's start by taking a look at the historical context surrounding the 2007 dime. The Roosevelt Dime Series, which was introduced in 1946 to honor the late President Franklin D. Roosevelt, has been a consistent part of U.S. coinage. This design, created by artist John Cynic, has been used for more than 7 decades, making the Roosevelt dime one of the longest-running designs in U.S. history. Roosevelt was chosen for the coin not only because of his role as president but also due to his association with the March of Dimes, a foundation he helped establish to fight polio. His profile adorns the obverse of the coin, accompanied by the inscriptions Liberty and In God We Trust. On the reverse side of the coin, there's a torch surrounded by an olive branch and an oak branch. The torch is a symbol of freedom, while the branches signify peace and strength. This reverse design, though simple, carries a lot of meaning and has endured as an important symbol for American values. The year 2007 marked the continuation of this long-established design, but several factors made this particular coin unique. One of the major features that collectors have focused on is the coin's production, as well as certain distinctive varieties that can dramatically affect its value. For collectors, the significance of mint marks cannot be overstated. The 2007 dime was produced at both the Philadelphia Mint, marked by a P, and the Denver Mint, marked by a D. These mint marks play an essential role in the value of coins, with collectors often seeking specific mint marks for particular years. The 2007 dimes from each mint saw the usual mass production, but certain features of the coin's production in this year would later enhance its appeal in the numismatic world. However, beyond the basic minting details, it's crucial to look at how the coin was produced. The 2007 dime was struck using modern minting techniques, and while these are highly efficient, they are also subject to various types of errors and irregularities, which in turn can make certain versions more desirable. In particular, the 2007 one dime has attracted attention because of certain minting errors that were uncovered in the years following its release. These errors are often the driving force behind the coin's high value in the collector's market. One such error that has been noticed on some of the 2007 dimes is a double die error. This occurs when the coin's design is struck multiple times, and the result is a visible doubling of certain elements of the design. In the case of the 2007 dime, this could mean that the date, lettering, or other design elements show noticeable duplication, giving the coin a unique appearance. This error can be highly desirable to collectors because of its rarity and the fact that it is easily noticeable. Dimes with these doubled die errors can fetch impressive amounts, as they are not only rare but also highly collectible. Another type of error that has been found in some 2007 dimes is the off-center strike error. This occurs when the coin is struck by the die at an incorrect angle or position, resulting in a misaligned or off-center design. Off-center dimes are unique because they show part of the coin's design being struck onto the edge, which makes them stand out from the regular, fully struck coins. Collectors consider these off-center errors to be particularly interesting, as they add a layer of rarity to the coin's appeal. Depending on the severity of the off-center strike, these coins can also command higher prices at auction. There have also been reports of 2007 dimes exhibiting die cracks, where the die used to strike the coin develops cracks over time, leading to an imprint of those cracks onto the coin. Though not as dramatic as some other errors, coins with visible die cracks can be of interest to collectors who are seeking different types of minting flaws. Coins with die cracks, while more common, still have their place in a collector's portfolio, especially when found on higher quality examples. In addition to these minting errors, the condition of the 2007 dime plays a key role in determining its value. Coins that are in pristine condition, free from any noticeable damage, scratches, or wear, are far more valuable than those that have been heavily circulated. Coins graded in mint state (MS) condition are highly sought after, with higher grade coins, such as those graded MS 67 or above, attracting particularly high interest. The 2007 dime's popularity in higher grades has driven prices up, and well-preserved examples can sell for much more than their face value. Though most 2007 dimes may not stand out from the hundreds of millions of coins struck that year, certain versions of the 2007 dime, particularly those with rare errors, high-quality minting, or exceptional condition, have captured the attention of collectors. The value of these coins can sometimes be staggering. While the face value of the 2007 dime is just 10 cents, the rare varieties, such as those with minting errors, can be worth far more. It's not uncommon to see certain 2007 dimes sell for thousands of dollars at auction. In particular, coins with major errors or those in exceptional condition have been known to reach values of around $37,000, depending on the severity of the error and the demand among collectors who have the rare fortune of discovering a 2007 dime with one of these errors may have unwittingly come across a coin worth much more than they initially expected. The 2007 dime is a perfect example of how even coins from recent years can develop into valuable collectibles due to a mix of design, rarity, and minting flaws. This serves as a reminder that coin collecting is not just about collecting historical artifacts or coins from distant years, but also about finding hidden treasures in more modern pieces of currency. As we wrap up the story of the 2007 one dime, it's clear that this coin's appeal to collectors is multifaceted. From its classic design featuring Roosevelt's profile to the modern production techniques that led to its unique errors, the 2007 dime has proven to be a coin of interest in the world of numismatics. The 2007 one dime is more than just a piece of currency, it's a symbol of how modern coins can still carry value that goes beyond their face value. If you happen to find a 2007 dime in your possession, be sure to inspect it closely. With the right combination of errors or minting conditions, it may just be worth far more than you ever imagined, perhaps even as much as $37,000. Top 18 2011 one dime coin holds a particular significance for collectors and numismatists. While it might seem like just another dime to the casual observer, the 2011 one dime holds a wealth of history, design, and, for those who know what to look for, considerable value. The Roosevelt dime, which graces the face of the 2011 one dime, was first introduced in 1946 as a tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who had passed away the previous year. The decision to honor Roosevelt on the dime came as a direct result of his tireless work on the March of Dimes campaign, which sought to combat polio. President Roosevelt's connection to the campaign made him a natural candidate for commemoration, and so his likeness, designed by John R. Sinek, has graced the obverse, front, of the dime ever since. The reverse, back, of the Roosevelt dime is a simple yet powerful design that includes a bundle of laurel branches, a symbol of victory and achievement, and a torch, signifying liberty and freedom. The design evokes both the strength and values of America, making it a fitting tribute to Roosevelt's leadership and legacy. Now, moving on to the 2011 one dime, this particular coin was struck as part of the ongoing production of Roosevelt dimes. At first glance, it might appear to be an ordinary dime. However, in the world of coin collecting, every coin has a story, and the 2011 dime is no exception. The value of this coin, like many others, is deeply tied to its design, minting history, and potential rarity. The design of the 2011 dime remains consistent with that of the previous Roosevelt dimes, but what sets it apart is not necessarily the design itself but rather the unique circumstances of its production. One of the key aspects of the 2011 dime, and indeed all U.S. coins minted in this era, is the impact of the U.S. Mint's production techniques. The U.S. Mint employs advanced technology to produce coins with remarkable precision, but even the best technology is not immune to errors. And while errors may be rare, they can significantly increase the value of certain coins among collectors. The 2011 dime, for example, was minted in high quantities, but there were still notable instances of minting errors that caught the attention of collectors. One of the most common errors that collectors look for in 2011 dimes is the double die error. This error occurs when a coin is struck more than once by the minting die, resulting in a noticeable doubling of the features on the coin. The doubling effect is often most visible in the inscriptions, such as the year or the word liberty. When the error is significant enough, the coin can become a highly sought-after collector's item. In the case of the 2011 dime, a doubly struck coin could fetch considerably more than its face value. Coins with these errors are often graded by professional organizations such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. which helps collectors assess the condition and rarity of a coin. These graded coins are typically valued higher, and some of the 2011 dimes with this error have been sold for thousands of dollars in numismatic auctions. Another factor that makes the 2011 one dime noteworthy is its role in the ongoing trends of modern coin collecting. In recent years, there has been a resurgence of interest in contemporary coins, particularly those from the 21st century. The 2011 dime, while still relatively modern, has found its place within this growing niche of collectors who focus on coins from recent decades. This trend has been fueled by the increasing recognition of minting errors and variations in modern coins, which have elevated their collectible status and value. For instance, the 2011 dime's status as part of the larger Roosevelt dime series has made it a particularly appealing piece for collectors who are focused on completing sets of dimes or specific years in the series. The 2011 dime's appeal is not just in its design, but also in its place within the larger historical context of American coinage. For those who collect dimes, the 2011 coin adds another layer to the ongoing story of the Roosevelt dime series and its place in the nation's currency history. Additionally, the 2011 dime is also valuable to those who focus on obtaining high-quality examples of coins from specific years. As with many other coins, the condition of the 2011 dime plays a significant role in its value. Dimes that are in pristine, uncirculated condition are far more valuable than those that have been heavily circulated. The finest examples of the 2011 dime, those graded as MS67 or above, are highly prized by collectors. These coins, often with little to no visible wear or imperfections, represent the best possible examples of the 2011 dime's design, and they can sell for considerably higher prices in auctions or private sales. Another factor that collectors must consider is the specific mint marks on the 2011 dime. Like most U.S. coins, the 2011 dime was minted at multiple locations, including the Philadelphia Mint, marked with a P, and the Denver Mint, marked with a D. While the differences between the two mints may seem subtle to the untrained eye, the mint mark can have a significant impact on the coin's value. In some cases, the mintage numbers for one mint mark may be lower than the other, and this scarcity can drive up the price of a coin from that particular mint. Additionally, the number of dimes produced in any given year can affect the overall rarity and value of the coin. The 2011 dime was produced in relatively high quantities, but that doesn't mean that all of them are equal in terms of value. For collectors who are after the rarest versions of the 2011 dime, they'll focus on those coins with minting errors, those in perfect condition, or those with rare mint marks. These factors combine to create a perfect storm for coin collectors, making certain 2011 dimes highly valuable. And now, let's get to the most exciting part of the story, the value of the 2011 one dime. While the face value of the coin is just 10 cents, the market for rare, error-prone, or high-grade examples can see prices soar. The rarest 2011 dimes, those that exhibit minting errors, high grades, or unique characteristics, can fetch impressive sums. In some cases, a 2011 one dime coin can be worth as much as $33,000, depending on its condition, rarity, and desirability among collectors. For those lucky enough to find an error coin or an example in pristine, uncirculated condition, the potential windfall can be extraordinary. To wrap things up, the 2011 one dime coin may seem like a small, everyday object, but for coin collectors and numismatists, it represents a valuable part of American history. Whether it's the ongoing appeal of Roosevelt's profile, the search for minting errors, or the hunt for high-quality coins in perfect condition, the 2011 dime holds a special place in the world of numismatics. The $33,000 value is a testament to the enduring appeal of the Roosevelt dime series and the enduring fascination with the small, yet significant, coins that make up the United States currency. So, the next time you come across a 2011 one dime, take a moment to appreciate its beauty, its history, and the potential value it might hold in the world of coin collecting. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our US Rare Coins Hub and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future discoveries. And don't forget to share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. Who knows, you might just inspire someone else to start their own treasure hunt. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!